Ahoy, this is Zdenka. Last year I've introduced a Zeapon Micro 2 slider on this channel. Well, Zeapon is back with new version of this slider. It's called Zeapon Micro 2 slider and it looks different. It looks different than the previous version. It is actually a lot more improved. Just like last time, this slider can be used manually, but it can be also converted into a motorized slider. Zeapon sent me this product to test and review. First of all, the slider comes in different versions. You can just get the manual slider and then buy the motor later if you decide that you would like to change it into motorized option. Or you can get motorized version, which comes with both a slider and motor. And if you want to change it into a manual one, then you have to only buy the belt. When I first got the first version, Micro 2 slider, I reviewed it as a manual version, and then later on the motor was sent to me, so I changed it into motorized version and reviewed that as well. I never really changed it back to manual one. Again, I kept it as a motorized because, to be honest, to change it, it was quite time consuming. You need to have little fingers, it's hard to get in there. It was not the easiest process to do, so I just left it at that. I changed it now to manual one for this review. Now, with the new version, the Micro 2 Plus, they are claiming it is way easier to change it back and forth. So I'm really curious if it is really that much easier to change it back and forth. We will definitely test it in this video. Let's put away the original version, which will be Micro 2, and let's concentrate now on the new version, Micro 2 Plus. I'm going to start with manual slider. As you can see, it is much lower now. It is also a bit lighter. Length is 34.7 centimeters and total travel distance is 56 centimeters. The weight is 1.3 kilograms and the material is aerial aluminum alloy and ABC composite. The maximum payload, if you have it in a desktop mode, is 8 kilograms, and for all the other angles, it is 4.5 kilograms. Yes, you can use it for horizontal, inclined, and vertical movement. When you use it manually, there is no sound. It is silent. We shall see how it is going to be with the motor. This is how it's folded. This is how you open it up. It is lower, the grip is better. You can twist the legs to extend the leg on an uneven surface. The previous slider had a lock in the middle, so you would have to bring the slider to the center and then lock it. This new version has lock here, so you can lock it in any position. So very simply, you just attach the camera. This part, by the way, doesn't come with the slider. I took it from the previous model, and just slide. There is a resistance there, you can feel it, so you do need to push. You don't have to push that hard though. It's very smooth. It's super smooth. It's so calming. For simple product shots, I actually prefer the manual slider over the motorized one. I like to put on a very good smooth tripod head and control the movement the way I want. I can just do different takes at different speeds and I can turn it the way I feel like at the moment. It gives me more freedom. For sure, there are shots which are better with motorized sliders. And for time lapses, yes, motorized slider is a must. When you go with the slider all the way to the side, the grip is great. It holds perfect. I noticed on the previous model when you put very heavy camera on it, because the legs are not going that much to the side like on the new one, the slider was tipping over a little bit, so I had to actually put my hand there. With the light camera, no, not an issue, but with the heavier camera, yes. So they definitely took care of that. Now, when you slide back and forth, it just holds perfect. All right, it's time to check out the motorized version, which means I have to change that. So let's see how long it's gonna take me to change it from manual one to motorized. The new version is definitely way faster, way easier than the older one. You don't have to take it apart anymore. You only have to unscrew the belt, remove it, place this side of the belt, which now has a magnet, and screw the other side in, and you are done. Brilliant. You just do the same thing to change it back into the manual. The older version, like I said, you had to take it apart and use your little fingers. It was very hard to get in. When I was converting it now from the motorized to manual, it took me a long time. So this new version is certainly convincing. It's way easier. Besides the easier system and magnetic belt, the motor has another new feature, which is this lock, so the battery doesn't fall out. Battery is not included, so you need to get either lithium battery F550, which will give you 4 hours of usage, F750, which will give you 7 hours, or F970, which will give you 14 hours. The motor has power off protection, so if you run out of the power, it will automatically shut off and lock the camera. They say that it's ultra silent with a noise only 39 decibel. Well, let's see. I'm gonna do the slowest movement now. Now I'm gonna change it to the medium speed. It's got 3 speeds. And now it's the fastest speed. The faster it goes, there is a bit of a sound. You should be able to edit it out, remove it in a post. But still, this slider is the quietest of the ones I shown on this channel. I have 2 more, and this one is definitely the quietest one. So how do you operate a slider? Here is a power button. Here's how you turn it on. If you shortly press, you switch between slow, medium, and fast speed. And then with arrows, you just press and hold in the direction you want to go. Or if you double press, it will go on its own. You can create waypoints by going to position, press 2 times power button. Now the sound beeped, so it is recorded. Move it to another position. And again, press 2 times power button. You hear sound and you are all set. Now double press the power button for the slider to move. If you want the movement to continue back and forth non-stop, then press one of the arrows and power button at the same time. If you need to stop it, you do the same thing. Let's check out the app. I know that right now it has been only released to Apple phones, but they told me that it should be released to Android within the next few weeks. Once you connect your slider, you will see the icon shine. If you notice below, it says heads connecting and follow focus connecting. I asked Zeapon about that, and what I was told is that they are about to release additional tools which you can connect as well. I suppose the head will be automatically turning your camera as you slide, and obviously follow focus option will be there as well. Let's hit done and go in. At the top you can see your waypoints, playtime, you can customize the speed. This means that you are no longer limited to those 3 speeds which motor offers if you press it manually. Here you can select your desired speed by dragging this section. Below our joysticks, left one is disabled as this is for the follow focus feature and heads tool, which is coming up. Right one is where you can control the slider. Move left and right and the slider responds immediately. Bottom left icon is continuous movement. When you press that, the slider will keep going back and forth. When you select waypoints, you will start the movement by pressing this play button. And on the right side, we have creative options. Video mode, intelligent time-lapse. This feature allows you to input shutter time and interval, and other parameters will be automatically calculated. Next, we have customized time-lapse, where you can select a number of photos and frame rate as well. Stop motion follows, 360 panorama, which will be available once heads are released. The same goes for matrix mode, and lastly, we have camera mode. If you're going to be doing time lapses, you need to get a shutter cable for your camera. The shutter cable is not included. I think it should be included with the slider. I only have this short one here, so I was able to test it with the Sony a7S III. Obviously, you want to get much longer cable if you're gonna be sliding from side to side. There are certainly improvements with the slider. I like the fact that it is so easy to convert back and forth. You can actually now use both versions, manual and motorized, if you decide to. On the go, it's very fast. I like that it's lower, it's got better grip, it's holding well. I wish the shutter cable was included and the tripod had with the slider. I really love the manual version. It's super silent, it works well. As always, link to the product can be found below the video in the video description. Hit the thumbs up if you found this video informative and subscribe to more. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below and I'll see you, my friends, in the next video. Ciao, ahoj.